Zoom cameraman, zoom.
I'm surprised you didn't get the image in that distance.
Huh?
I'm surprised you didn't get the image in that distance.
Oh yeah, sure. I can get close to them.
Oh no.
Because when it comes time to like crying and stuff, I gotta really be able to get that. I don't want to miss that.
You see it.
How we call it? Obviously, yeah. Haha. Okay, all right. Okay, today we're here with Marquis Super. How you doing, Marquis?
I'm doing pretty good.
Fantastic. Well, let's get right to it. I just want to ask you a couple questions. We're about to start Tuesday's workout session. Legs. Okay.
This is where I cry, right?
Oh, sure. This is where the tears start flowing. All right. Tell us a little bit about why we're here, how I got here, how you got here, and what we're going to do about it.
Why we here? I guess we're here because personally I got kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, I'm a little upset at the man in the mirror. Fat boy kept breaking into my house and staring at me through the mirrors, and couldn't catch him. He was big, but he was quick. So,
Okay.
I had to go to other means to get rid of him.
Okay.
My man, Dave Lux, popped up on good old Facebook. Said that he was going back into, resculpturing bodies.
The game needed me.
At that point in time, I figured it was time for Keys 2.0. This old model, it did me well thus far, but now it's time for upgrade. So,
Let me upgrade you. That's what he said. Now, let me ask you. Let's go back. For me to understand this, and for the people, more importantly, to understand this, we got to go back. Take me back to where, because currently you are weighing, when we weighed in initially, when we first started our sessions, you weighed what?
468.
468. Okay, that's 468 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to make that clear because I want everybody that's watching this video to remember, once it's all said and done, well, it's never really over, but once we complete the creation of Marquis 2.0, that everybody knows where we started so they can really appreciate it where we ended up.
From whence we came.
From the bottom to the top and back to the bottom again, kind of like Buddy Girls. Yeah. Take that with you, see?
Nah, don't say that.
Oh, it's gonna be a painful journey, and you're gonna need some help. We cannot. Yes, it was, and we're gonna ignore that. This is, let y'all know this is real TV. None of this is scripted. None of this is rented. Tell me where you feel like you first noticed either a rapid increase in weight or what changed? What was the driving point?
Here recently or going back?
You can go all the way back, and then we attach that to more recent.
I guess I was an average kid up until around that 6-year-old first grade mark. Seems like we moved in the middle of summer. And where we moved to, Farley Place actually, Temple Hills, Maryland. We moved to Temple Hills. And, I spent the summer without a friend, didn't know anybody. I had come from an apartment complex and moved into a more suburban neighborhood and wasn't used to, having to walk 3 blocks to find the next kid. So I stayed in the house and made friends with the refrigerator. And, he was my buddy. Me and good old Frigidaire.
Yeah, the icebox where your friends used to be, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
It was great, so I thought. Until, I went to school that first year. I had packed in a little bit and realized that the kids weren't all that, compassionate. So, I spent the next 13 years as the biggest kid in the class.
Okay.
Now, at times it was hard. At other times it wasn't. It wasn't really huge, but it was always something that sat in the back of my mind. I came out of high school, went to trade school, and got a job at Urban Solutions. And at Urban Solutions, I met a guy, David Herbert. You'll meet him a little later. He's a jerk. But I got to hanging out with that guy, and at that time he was doing some things that I had never done before. So I kind of got in the gym with him, and in just a couple months' time, that dude shaved quite a few pounds off me. Had me back to my old fighting weight, and then the .com bubble burst, and in comes depression. And with depression came my good old friend, Frigidaire.
Right there for you, huh?
Yeah, he was. I mean, he's always there. I go home sometimes now, and I hear him calling. I hear him calling. Yeah. Luckily, I'm normally so exhausted that I can't even go dap that dude up.
Yeah, shit. Tune him out.
It's not gonna happen. So yeah, I packed on everything that I lost then. Plus a good buck and a quarter, which brought me to where I am today. And honestly, it just got concerning when things like tying my shoes became difficult. I tie my shoes and nearly pass out because holding my breath the whole time I'm tying my shoes because breathing and tying just wasn't going to happen at the same time. So I mean. There's always a time for change, and my time is now. So,
okay.
I do what I do.
All right. So, we're about let's say we're a shave over a month into it. Have you noticed any changes? Whether it's your conditioning, anything, the way anything fits, the way you recover even from the certain exercise that we do.
Yeah, lots of changes. First and foremost. Getting up from a seated position. Getting up from a seated position normally took the assistance of anything stable in the room. I'd be grabbing walls, armchairs, I'm tilting couches, I push over your china cabinet, all to get up. And now today that's not the case. I can pretty much hoist myself up without having to pull down half the house to get that done. My wife's really happy at home right now. There's interesting things happening there that we'll talk about.
Hey.
Adult version.
It's a family show.
So I mean, there's a lot going on. My joints are, especially my knees. I used to have knees like my great grandfather. It sounded like a bowl of Rice Krispies every time I stood up. That's not happening anymore. I mean. I'm a month in and I'm already seeing enough changes to justify everything that I've done and then some.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Okay. All right. Well, let the people know where we're going with this, right? You told us we started at 468.
Oh, we started at 468. I figured I was going to double that and see if I could punch in somewhere like 900 pounds.
Okay, all right, okay. So we're working on the before picture.
Nah, actually, we're going to back that up. And I want to break this thing down to about 280. So I want to shave off nearly 200 pounds.
200 pounds, huh?
Well, actually, let me rephrase that. I'm going to shave off 200 pounds.
That's what I'm talking. Now, I think I like how that sounds. Now,
let me look back in this camera and ask how you like me now.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna answer the question. I just want to say this real quick. A lot of you folks probably are familiar with the show The Biggest Loser, and you've seen in the more recent seasons, the winners losing 234 pounds, 240 some pounds. That's done in and I'm not knocking those people, I commend them. That's done, however, in an environment where they have a team of personal trainers. They have a personal chef that stays, and they're exiled, they're subpoenaed, they're not subpoenaed, what's the word?
Subpoenaed is close enough, because
they
can't do what I do.
Yeah, they're tucked away.
None of them going to work every day.
They're tucked away, and they don't have to go to work. They're on camp, so it's 24 hours is focused on their health and wellness.
Don't have no bills.
No bills they got to worry about.
The only stress they have in life is what's coming tomorrow.
Right, what's coming tomorrow when the cameras come on. What we're going to do, we're going to do that type of transformation with going to work, with raising the kids, with life as we know it. It can be much more challenging with having to make personal decisions when nobody's watching. The cameras aren't always here. This camera's here now, but it won't be here, hell, after I go. So big decisions are going to be made both in the kitchen as well as on the off days. We're going to keep you guys posted. Today is January 26th, 2010. Stay tuned. Thanks, Marquis. We're coming. Deal with all that. Deal with all that.